Hey guys, this is officially the start to the holiday series. I decided to do a Abominable Snowman. This is a super easy cotton and latex sort of caged mouth look, so we're going to use this as the whole walkthrough. I already pre-torn a bunch of cotton balls to make them easier to rip apart and apply to my face. I obviously went with a mustache sort of look to get everything on the upper lip to go down towards in a cage kind of way. So I was sticking down with latex. I put latex all over it, so when the cotton starts to mold, it's easier to just pull right over my lip and to mold in the way that I want to with my fingers. You can of course use tweezers or a scalpel or whatever you want to play around with the position of the cotton. There's really no special way to do this, it's just kind of winging it, I guess. I went with it and I just started putting it all over the place. I'd play around with it, I'd twirl it, I'd added things in other positions that I have maybe been like empty or something. And then I continued. Same thing on the bottom half, so obviously on my chin going upwards, just with no rhyme or reason, however I wanted to do it. But I painted the inside of my mouth or the areas where my lips were black. Of course, it is way harder to do when your latex is wet, so make sure your latex dries first or print out your black undermouth before you put the latex and cotton on, or else you're gonna have a hell of a hard time trying to paint behind it. So don't do what I did. Once that's good, I just used some cream white face paint to cover the entirety of the mouthpiece and went all over my face with it, as you'll see in the next clip I just showed here covering the mouth. I used a sponge. You can use a paintbrush, you can use your fingers, doesn't really matter. I just went all over my face. The easiest parts are just to make the eye holes and the eyebrow. You can of course not do an eyebrow, you can of course not do the giant black eyes, you can go wherever else you wanted with it. I decided to make it more menacing, so I kind of went with like a skull sort of look. I did the blackout of the eyes, and then I just drew a random eyebrow in however shape I decided to do it. After that, I used some black eyeshadow just to add some depth and some shadow to everything. So I went over the mouth in a couple areas. I added some harsh lines like frown lines and wrinkles and stuff like that just to make it look more evil. I did some kind of indents between the eyebrows to make them look like they're grinning harder, you know, just the usual. And then I finished everything off by adding a button nose. You could do a carrot. I've seen a lot of people do carrots, which is really extensive, but my paint didn't have enough consistency to do that since I used grease paint. So I just made a little button and put some black dots in the inside to make the holes for the buttons. And that's basically it. I think it looks kind of cool. It's more the idea of the mouth that I did this makeup tutorial for, so you can make zombies with it, like I know Mikey from Glam and Gore did that, or you can do, you know, anything else you want, to use some pins inside to make a stitched mouth. It's all up to you.